Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here. Finally got some time to do a review of that game on Sunday. Obviously straight after the game I was out, straight round to my sisters. Then yesterday obviously you had the wonders of the overpriced Valentine's Day, so I haven't really had time. So I've had a look and watched other people's reviews as I do. I like to hear other people's opinions, West Ham Fan TV and Hammers Chat and Little Jake and JP. It was a frustrating game. It really, really was, because obviously when the game started, we had the Zuma thing where he was unwell, whatever that was, who knows, will he play against Newcastle? There's not been much that's come out of that. So there was the initial, the fear when Diop was put in that, we was going to get overrun. In midfield, obviously, Leicester had their best out, and, the returns of Ricardo Pereira definitely, gave them a better chance in the game. However, we did start really, really well, and that man, he is on fire. Jarrod Bowen, unbelievable, and Diop with the assist. He played the looping ball over, and Jarrod Bowen was there and cool and calm, was able to slot it in, and we started off really well. But then after the goal, I don't know, we just didn't go for the jugular. We seemed to just sort of sit on the one, or we just don't. We don't do anything else after the one. It was a great goal. And listen, there's a stat that was released yesterday. I believe he's only 3 or 4 goal and assists away from, breaking that Dimitri Payet record from the 15-16 season, which would be unbelievable. And, and I do believe he will go on and do that. I do believe he will, he should get 15 goals now. He's got it in him. Got Europa League games as well and an FA Cup game. Plenty of game for him to get them goals. And if he doesn't get picked for England, it's an absolute travesty, in my opinion. I think he's been absolutely fantastic. Arguably should have won Player of the Month last month. And there's a good chance, he's going well, that he could go and win Player of the Month this month as well. What are we looking at? We've got 2 more weekends left. If he can get another goal in one of those games, I believe he's in with a massive shout again. After the goal though, I don't know, we sort of passing but with no idea. It was a lot of lefts and rights, and not really creating many goal scoring opportunities. They was playing okay. The first half was pretty dull, to be honest with you. Not much happened. And then obviously they had their corner really late, literally the last minute of the first half. And Cresswell's just put his elbow out. Very, very, very silly. Very silly. Definite pen. And Tielemans put it away. He's got a fantastic penalty record. I thought Fabianski, did his best, but it was that good a penalty. Even though Fab dived the right way, it was still, a real top penalty. And then, I don't know, we just sort of, we just couldn't do much. The second half, no substitutions. Antonio was awful in that game. He really, really was. Soucek was awful. And then as I go into my second half analysis, Soufal was getting absolutely destroyed by Harvey Barnes. Really, every single time was getting destroyed. And it took to the 60th minute for David Moyes to decide, actually, do you know what, I'll bring on Ryan Fredericks. Their second goal to go 2-1. Obviously the ball was played out. Harvey Barnes again done Soufal, whipped the ball. It was a great header. Let's not take nothing away from Pereira. It was a great header. But how many times have we seen that, over Cresswell's West Ham career, that he gets beat at the far end, he's too short or doesn't follow the man. But yeah, it was a great goal. I can't deny that. The header was a fantastic goal. After that, I don't know, just huffed and puffed. But again, what options were there to bring on? He did bring on Ben Rama. He brought on Vlasic, obviously, to try and change things. The goal did come in the last minute. Great corner in. And sort of it came off here, didn't it? Like this part of Dawson. But for 2-2, I thought he was going to get disallowed. I was a bit nervous, I will admit. But, it did stand. And 2-2, listen, it's a cliche line. I've probably used it already, and probably every other channel's used it as well. You respect a point away. It's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating, because the way the results went, obviously Tottenham have just at the moment, they've absolutely capitulated. They're gone to pieces. Manchester United, again, the problem with Man United, they can get a win if they put a few results together. Obviously, they're not playing too well. Arsenal didn't play this week. Obviously, they play again this week. And that was the frustration. If we would have won, that would have been an extra 2 points and a real sort of, it puts more and more pressure on, the Tottenham fans are classic with the game in hands FC. Their games were running out, and if we would have won, the pressure would have built more and more. And they've got some tough games. They've got Manchester City this week. That's the frustration thing for me. We keep just blowing these chances. The fact we've turned it into a draw, is better than no points. Let's not kid ourselves about that. But I think when we reflect on this in 3 months' time at the beginning of May, I do believe we'll be looking and going, yeah, that's a point where we didn't go for the juggler. That's a result where we did, the Leeds game, for example. And there's a few of them, there's been a few of them this year where, a few of them points could have maybe get us over the line. There's still a long way to go. We still may get top 4. I don't know. I can't see it. I tell you, teams like Wolves actually look really, really good at the moment. They look like a real form team at the moment. Arsenal, we need Arsenal to start slipping up. We really do. They're definitely in a bit of a good run at the moment, so we need them to start dropping a few points. I don't really fear Tottenham unless Tottenham get clicking, in the last sort of 6 weeks of the season. If they're still in it and they have a good little run. My fear for us, though, and I think most of you West Ham fans would agree out there, is depth and players out of form. There's Souček that's out of form, there's Soufal that's out of form, there's Antonio that's literally offering nothing at the moment. But who's there to go in? He won't put Krau in, and we don't particularly want Krau. Noble's too slow now for the Premier League. At right back, you could put Johnson in there, and I'd be happy for Johnson to go in there. Or he could revert back to the 5 at the back, and that even means bringing Zuma back in as well. You go Zuma, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell left wing back, and Johnson right wing back. Or maybe Soufal will play better at right wing back. He needs to do something. He needs to chat. He needs to freshen it up a little bit. He needs to, try to change something, or even a change of formation. I don't know, but it's just, I don't know. We really seem flat and run out of ideas very, very quickly, and it's really, really frustrating. Newcastle's not going to be an easy game. I'll do a preview of that later in the week. I'm hoping to get my mate Sam on again. I'll see how his opinions changed since the first game of the season. He's very optimistic, and obviously the season's gone a little bit wobbly, and then obviously they're starting to come back now. That's not going to be an easy game. The injury to Trippier has definitely helped us out. He's definitely been their leader and their shining star in their signings. So that will be a good one. But if an out of form Soufal's coming up against the St Maxim, we're going to be in a very, very long day. Anyway, like I say, respect the point. We're still 4th. We've got some, tough fixtures coming up. Watch the Europa League this week, guys, as well. Obviously, the draw is next Friday, the 25th. Lots of things to be excited about. Until next time, guys, let me know what you thought of the game. Again, apologies for it being a lot late. Not like me at all. Until next time, come in your minds, keep believing. Let's go.